Okay, today I'm back to give you guys another video. Today we're going to be doing a quick review of the GPD XP Plus. Now this is a modular handheld gaming console which runs Android 11. This one here at the moment is going for $399. I do remember that when it first came out it was going for close to $500, I believe. That being said, let me give you some quick specs. I just want to show you some of the specs. So it's running a MediaTek Helio G95, which is a very capable chip. So it's a pretty good processor. It comes with 128 gigs of storage, 7,000 milliamp battery, has Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 5.0. It also has some connectivity, so you can connect 3G, 2G, 4G, but I believe you cannot use it as voice, only as messaging. So keep that in mind. It does have a 3.5 millimeter audio jack and the micro SD card reader slot, and also a SIM card for that. It is a modular system. It does run Android. I'm gonna explain more on the modular of what you can do with that. That being said, let me show you on Amazon real quick. So this device here, let me just scroll down so you can see a little bit more. So it is, see, you can use it with this modular attachments. Yeah, you can either play it with the you know, the joysticks. So you can see there, you can take them off and put the different ones on. This one does have a fan, so this is an Android device that does have a fan for cooling, so that's pretty cool. And it does have some pretty nice loudspeakers as well. The big question is it worth the money? Let's find out. Okay, moving on to the accessories. Now the first accessory here that I'm going to show you is charging cable. It is type C to type C. It also has your power brick, and then you do have your controller, your modular controllers. So these are add-ons, and I'm going to show you right quick. I believe you just so all you do is just grab and pull, and then that is how you add the other attachment. So it has magnets, so you're gonna be playing games that you use like first-person shooters. You can use that, which is pretty cool. I haven't really used that, but I get it for people that do really need to use that. And then it also comes with this adapter if you don't want to use nothing, and just have it like that. But in my opinion, the best way to game with this device is having both joysticks. All right, so for the accessories, you get everything you need, so I'll give them thumbs up. Okay, so this device, I picked it up more to play retro games. That's one of the reasons I picked it up. Now I already installed all these systems, so you can probably play mostly from NES to around Dreamcast, and GameCube, I think around there, that's where it kind of starts having, you know, issues running some games that are higher, like PS2. Like some games will run, but some games will not, or they'll run really slow. But anything from like GameCube and Dreamcast down, you can probably run it. So we're gonna run something here. Let's try 1943 for the NES. As you can see, that fairly quick. I just I'm gonna play a few games just so you guys can see how everything runs. Now I am playing through the camera, so just keep that in mind. And everything runs really smooth, as you can see. It's a very nice, capable device of playing practically any NES games, and it just runs smooth. And as you can see, everything, the D-pad is actually pretty good. It doesn't feel like a cheap D-pad. Like I've bought other like cheaper handhelds that have a cheap D-pad, and it's like hard to play some of these older games. And then you can also use the joystick, as you can see. But I'm just used to playing these kind of games with the D-pad. To me, it just feels better. All right, let's move on to something else. Okay, so this is Death Duel for Sega Genesis. This is one of the games that I used to like playing as a kid, and it's one of my go-to games, mech games, playing on this system. Very gory for its time. I thought it was a great game. As you can see, this system has no problems you know, playing this type of game. Now we're gonna play something more, you know, I just want to show you some of the stuff like NES and now Sega Genesis. All right, let's move on to a different game. Okay, now let's try some Nintendo 64. Cruising USA was one of my games that I used to like, but let's play some Cruising World, because I don't remember playing it on this device, so I just want to make sure it runs. So let's go ahead and play this game. Alright, let's try this Supra looking car. As you can see, it looks and it plays really nice. Whoa. All right, now that you guys saw how that plays, let's try something else. Okay, we're gonna play some Dreamcast, and we're gonna play some Hydro Thunder, because that's one of the more demanding games on the Dreamcast. So let's see how that runs, just so you guys can see, you know, the power of this little handheld. All right.
Choose your track. Thunder Park.
We'll just try that track. We're just gonna pick whatever boat.
Choose your boat. Midway. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go!
As you can see, frame rate is really good. No choppiness or anything like that. There's enough power on this system to run practically any Dreamcast game, which is pretty cool. We're gonna try one more Dreamcast game before we finish off this video. Alright, so as you can see, everything looks good. Graphics look really nice. Plays real good. So let's move on to the next game. Okay, so we have Sonic Adventure here. This is my favorite level in this game. I remember playing this game as a kid as well. And as you can see, it's just graphically, it looks. This is the first real 3D Sonic game that we got, and it was just amazing. Still holds up, and this system can just run it real good with no hiccups or anything. Usually some systems can't run these games, but look at this handheld runs it perfectly. Usually you would have like a Windows type of device to be able to run this, but this Android device works real good. Alright, let's move on to my final thoughts. Okay, so what are my final thoughts? So in the beginning of the video, I asked you guys, is it worth the money? Now, in my opinion, I think it is. Now, it is going for around $400 at the moment. It's a little bit steep, don't get me wrong, but the premium quality feels real good. It doesn't feel cheap. And let me give you a quick tour on it, just so you can see. On top, it has its fan, so that's where all the hot air comes out. It does have a volume rocker on top with your power button. You have your triggers, and then over here you have your home button, your back, and then you know, to go back. Now this button here, you press it, and you can assign different buttons in case your game that you're playing, like an Android game, it's only touch. You gotta touch the screen, where you can press that and then assign any of these buttons for that touch control, which is pretty cool. So this game runs Android, so you can play Android games as well, not just these type of games. I bought it to play these type of games, but you can pretty much use it to play any Android games as well. I think it's worth the money if you're looking for something like this, something to buy. I'm sure that there's other cheaper systems out there that are going for like $150, but those are like Chinese systems that don't feel that great. They feel kind of cheap. The plastic feels cheap. This one here is made by GPD, which is, you know, a known brand, and they make a lot of handheld devices. They even have a Windows device that it's more expensive, but they do have a Windows device as well. And this one right here, I think they got it right. It feels real good in the hands. It doesn't feel cheap, and it plays pretty much anything all the way to Dreamcast, that I thought was really good. And as you can see, I can go back to the Sonic game and just keep playing. You can also have save states just to save the game. Again, if you're looking for something like that, this is one of the systems that I would recommend that you should check out. Now, just keep that in mind that when you buy it, it will not come with all these games. These games you pretty much do have to install yourself. So either look online to see how to install them, or watch some YouTube videos. There's people out there showing you how to install them. And the ROMs, you will have to get the ROMs on your own. Keep that in mind. This system doesn't come with any ROMs, so you will have to install everything yourself. But again, I am gonna recommend it. It's $3.99 right now, but it is on sale. And again, it comes with these other type of controller. I think these are for first-person shooters. So if you're into first-person shooters, I think this is a good device as well for you. So that was my quick review of the GPD XP. Check out all my videos, subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.